Hey, this is Rashad Farrow with Universal Unity Love I Am. First off, I want to give thanks to all those that view my videos, the 10, 15 people that consistently come back and that feel they find some type of value from my experiences, the information, and my perspectives. I just want to say thank you. I honor you and I see you all. Today, I want to talk about how we affect the quantum field. I don't study quantum physics or quantum mechanics, but through my own experience with quantum mechanics, I have a perspective that I'd like to share. And what I've realized is that our imaginations, and though some of you may already know this, but our imaginations affect the quantum field. Our intentions and what we observe affect the quantum field. So right here, right now, first, I just want to give thanks for Mother Nature. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the beautiful bird chirps that I hear, the beautiful bumblebees buzzing around all around me, the breeze, the leaves, the birds in the trees. I can feel the love and the presence of the cleansing effect all in my aura, the groundingness. I am barefoot on the ground. It's so beautiful out here and it feels so free. And I'm just grateful eternally for thy being with me. I'm grateful that thou hears me always. I'm grateful that thou hears me always. I align with the highest aspect of self. I align with the almighty presence that is everywhere, including me, including you, including the tree, including the dirt, including these bees. I align with the presence that is me here guiding me to maybe help some of you. We all help each other. We all guide each other. We all play an important person in each other's lives. And if I'm able to be any type of help or guide or light for any of you, then I'm fulfilling my purpose. And I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful for you. So thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for the part that you play in this great awakening, in this great experience we call life. For your imprint makes a difference. Your imprint matters. Your imprint is huge. And you are wonderful. And guess what? You are qualified. So go chase your dreams. Go chase your wishes. Will what you want into this life. You see, we are all creators, not just in terms of creating things, but we create our lives. We co-create this experience together in this wonderful play called life. Every single day, every moment, we are creating our experience. And you all help me create my experience. So I'm eternally grateful. So I want to talk about my experience with affecting the quantum field. I did write some things down. It's not necessarily an automatic writing, but sometimes it's easier for me to read this, the revelation or the epiphany or whatever it is that I discovered within myself. Sometimes it's easier to write it down and then read it so that I don't miss anything, and then kind of go off from there. So I am going to begin with reading this and then we'll see where it leads us from this point forward. When you visualize something, your eyes pulsate and send out a wave of energy into the universe. The amount of energy you put into the visualization and the stronger the intent, the more momentum will be behind the visualization. I realized this firsthand today. I always noticed for a few months or longer now that when I would look through a microscope at my job, occasionally I would start visualizing something, whatever it may be. A lot of the times it would be visualizing my heart chakra or my aura expanding or other things as well. And I would notice when I visualized looking through the scope, a pulsating effect would happen, almost like a camera focuses. and it kind of zooms in and out, getting a little blurry, then clear again. I started to notice it a while ago, and I always thought it was something with the third eye, but I never knew what exactly. But today, when it happened while visualizing the emerald green flame, I had a realization of what was happening. My third eye, which is also connected to my physical eyes, sent out a pulse wave. I got the download while feeling what was happening, and I just knew. And I saw the pulse that was sent out through my eyes by way of the third eye, connected to my visualization, affect the universe on a quantum level, in the quantum field, outside of time and space, especially when emotion, which is energy in motion, was behind it. Whether that be the body, well, actually, the energy body, but the energy body is connected to the physical body. So what you visualize and feel happen to the energetic body, what happened to the physical body. The energetic bodies exist outside of time and space, but the quantum affects the physical. Well, it affects physicality at its very core, which is energy. And thoughts slash attention affects quantum, which affects energy, which means your beliefs affect physicality. So even though energy at its core exists outside of time and space, if one believes the physical is just that, physical, and exists within time and space, then it does, which creates a paradox. But we live in an infinite universe, so it all exists. And part of expanding consciousness is the realization that all possibilities can be true. For even a false truth can act and become a truth for an individual until a more expansive realization. Because individuals are creators of their experience, there are levels to truth. Your truth, if that what you create, but through perception and expansion of consciousness, you can get closer to objective truth. And what is objective truth? All is God, source, creator, experiencing itself through subjective realities, ultimately on the spiral of returning to itself, or objective truth. So, whoops, basically what I had realized, hold on one second here. So basically, what I had realized is that through viewing through the microscope, many different times, a range of different things, I would be looking, doing an inspection, and every time I would visualize something, my eyes would pulsate. Like I would literally see my vision pulsate. And like I said, it would get blurry, then clear again, like a camera focusing. And I always thought it was weird because I wasn't actually doing anything with my eyes. I was kind of just switching consciousness almost. Like I was switching from viewing with my physical eyes, switching to my third eye, you see, because now I was visualizing, I was imagining. And every time this would happen, a pulsate would happen. And I never really connected what was happening. I just always thought it was odd. It made me realize that when we imagine something, it's not just in our head, it affects our physical bodies. So it was a realization within that sense that whatever we imagine is actually happening to our physical body. But then this one specific time, I didn't write that today, even though I wrote today in it. But at that specific time, while this was happening, I ended up going into a whole vision. And you see, time is different in the astral realm. Time, there is no time and space in the quantum realm and in the quantum field. So even though I was still sitting there physically, and in the physical, it may have felt like a split second, in the quantum realm and in the astral realm where I experienced this download and visualization, it felt very expansive and much longer. So it felt like I experienced the whole experience within a matter of a second in the physical, if that makes sense. And what I realized is that whatever I imagined, especially when there was deep emotion and energy behind it, energy in motion, um, it would affect that thing. It can even be working with the machines that I work with. Believe it or not, when I visualize the machine working smoothly, it usually runs better throughout the day. So I started to play with this and visualize things before I would do it. And more times than not, especially the more energy I put towards it, it ends up turning out exactly how I visualized it. Now there is some different level with the like the level in which you're attached to the outcome also plays a part. So I'm still trying to figure out that balance of visualizing something, putting the energy behind it, knowing it's going to happen without being overly attached to the outcome. It takes practice and it takes just experience in doing it. But what I noticed is that, especially, it helps when you visualize something with the body because you can tangibly feel it. You see, when you just visualize something happening in your life, sometimes it's hard to tangibly see the outcome right away. But when you do it with your body, you can physically feel the tangibility of the outcome instantly. So I started playing with this. I started playing with, I'm imagining my aura expand, imagining light coming into me, imagine a certain body part healing, or imagine a certain body part being filled with light, these different types of things. And basically what I noticed is that our thoughts affect physicality because our thoughts exist outside of time and space. Everything is energy. And since our thoughts are literal light waves, which is energy, it affects the reality outside of the physical. It affects reality down to its very core, its very essence, which is energy. So when you begin to imagine your astral body being strong, your causal body, your physical body, your emotional body, any of the layers of your etheric field, it starts to actually happen in that realm. And though you may not see it with your physical eyes, if you allow yourself to get still and present, you can feel it. You'll feel yourself get lighter. You'll feel yourself raise into a higher realm. Even though you're here physically, you can feel that you've been lifted. You can feel that you're now resonating higher. You'll recognize that when you begin to resonate higher on this certain level, that the ideas you get are different. The thoughts that you receive are different. Your connection to those around you and your ability to affect change in the physical world seems more tangible and different. And as you begin to imagine this and actually feel it in your body, then you begin to develop the realization and belief that it is real and that you're really making something happen. So as you begin to develop the belief and the realization that it is real and that you're actually making something happen, then it begins to program your subconscious that you have more power than you think, especially when it comes to your energy, your mind, your visualization, and your soul. So then you can begin to imagine things around you having a change or an effect. You can begin to imagine a light around your loved ones, per se. Uh, I was with someone one time, and they were in their own state of mind, whatever. And in that moment, I just felt a feeling to begin surrounding them with light. So I didn't say anything, but with all my heart, I began just to send them love and light. And they were right in front of me. I began to send them light and love and imagining just pure white and golden light coming down and surrounding them, and the love from my heart just filling them up. And then out of nowhere, this individual stops and goes, "Whoa, I feel like I'm evolving right now." They said, "I feel like I'm evolving." They said, "I feel like I'm going Super Saiyan." And if you don't know what Super Saiyan is, that's a term from Dragon Ball Z where an individual levels up and their whole aura goes gold and white and they have like a surge of power for an extended amount of time. So you see, that was a confirmation that when we send someone light, when we send someone love, it's not just some cheesy term or a buzzword that you say. No, You're literally affecting it on a level and in a realm outside of time and space in which you may not always be able to perceive with your physical eyes. So, but that's the thing, is a person isn't always still enough. A person isn't always aware enough to realize that it is happening. But they may realize, not consciously, but they may just start to feel better, or their mood just may change after a few minutes, you see. So what I realized is that your beliefs, your thoughts affect physicality, but it's not like it's directly just affecting the physical. It is, but it's affecting the energy that makes up the physical, you see, which exists outside of time and space. You know, our atoms, they found that our atoms, when you go down to the smallest thing that we are, that science can detect, our atoms, that they're constantly disappearing and reappearing, and they don't know where. So imagine a bunch of atoms in a line. Now there's more space between our atoms than there is atoms itself. So if you were to take all the space out of an individual, some say if you take all the space out of an individual, now I haven't seen this in the lab myself, so that's why I say some say, but if you take all the space out of an individual, you could fit every person in the world inside of a sugar cube. We are more space than we are physicality. And atoms themselves aren't even physical, they're energy. So your thoughts, which is also energy, sends a pulse wave into the quantum field. Everything is connected through the quantum field because it's all made of the same stuff, just stacked together differently. And then it begins to affect change in the physical. I wish I had better terminology to explain it, but like I said, I'm not a scientist. This is from my own direct experience. And you see, in the quantum field, there are infinite possibilities. So that's why you can align to any reality. Some people think when you align to a different reality, you're gonna like feel yourself jump, or you're gonna see everything go in a blur and just go whew, and it's different. I mean, sure, maybe some people affect it like that. But the thing is we're constantly switching realities every second. It's almost like a video. A video is multiple frames. It's almost like that. It's like we're switching realities at multiple frames based off everything that we're thinking, our emotional state, and what we're broadcasting. So when you consistently keep a certain frame of mind, when you consistently keep a certain goal that you're trying to achieve, or a state of being that you want to attain, and then you begin to make physical actions to match that state you're trying to get to, then you begin to align with that reality on a quantum level. And the more energy and motion that you put towards that, mixed with physical action, the more tangible that reality becomes. Now, it all sounds good in theory. It sounds good, some would say. And that's why you have to do it yourself. That's why you have to experience it yourself. You have to begin to experiment. You see, this is an experience of experimentation that our soul is creating, basically. So it first begins with us stepping out of our ego mind, because the ego doesn't create anything. The ego isn't what's real. It can be real on a certain level, but that's the subjective truth. What does create is the soul within you, which is a spark of the Almighty Creator, the everything that there is. So you align with your highest self, align with your truth, align with the presence of God that is everywhere. But you see, when you align with the almighty presence of God, the universe, source, creator, the source of all creation, you're actually aligning with the highest version of yourself. You're actually aligning with the highest truth of you. So when you call upon the presence of the almighty creator, you're calling upon you. It's crazy. Sorry. It's just so beautiful out here. So yeah, how can you begin to tangibly affect your reality today? How can you begin to tangibly affect yourself, change yourself, being the change that you want to see in your life? It begins with the mentality, it begins with the conscious shift first. You see, we all want to attract abundance, we all want to attract the things, we all want to attract love, we all want to live in beauty. But first, you have to align with that frequency. So, first, you align with the frequency of abundance. How do you do that? You begin to be grateful for the things that you already have. Man, I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for my clothes. I am grateful for my shoes. I'm grateful for this bracelet. I am grateful for my vehicle. I am grateful for my job. I am grateful for my house. I am grateful to be the person in someone else's life that they need in any given moment. I am grateful to be an example of what we're all capable of. I'm grateful that I walk in my truth. I'm grateful to know that I am always divinely supported. I'm grateful to know that I am truth. I am grateful to know that I am power. I am grateful to know that I am beauty. I'm grateful to know that I am holy. I'm grateful to know that I am whole. I'm not trying to achieve it. I'm not trying to strive towards it. I am it. I am the love. I am the joy. You see, you align with this frequency. And as you align with the frequency first, the universe, the quantum will begin to affect the change to match that frequency. You see, but the universe, life can only give you what you're able to give. It's equal reciprocity. It's equality. It's vibrational resonance. So first, you shift your mind, you shift your perspective. You have to try. It's not always easy, but as you try and you begin, someone used this example once. If you think of hate and you just say it repeatedly 10 times to yourself, hate over and over, and then you stop and you feel how that feels, right? How does it feel in your body? What does your body do? And then you stop and then you now say love and you really feel it. You say love 10 times over and then you feel it. How have you changed? How has your perception changed? You see, in that example, you can realize that it's your choice to think of love. It's your choice to be in love. It's your choice to be in the resonance of hate. So as you consciously choose the state you want to be in, that becomes your baseline. And then what comes with that baseline is a new set of perception, a new pair of eyes. You begin to see your experience as something that you're creating. And then as you begin to see your experience as something that you're creating, you begin to get excited about life. You get happy to be in this experience. You're like, oh my God, thank you. This is wonderful. Whoo-wee. Man, I create this experience every single day and it's beautiful. You see. And then as you emanate that frequency, life has no choice but to give that back to you, because you can't give more love than life. Life goes, you can't give more love than me. So you know what it does? It gives twice the amount of love back to you. But you can't just be loving one time and say, where's the love at? It has to become a way of being, you see. It has to become the state that you mainly operate from. You can't give the universe mixed signals. It goes off of resonance, you see. So we begin to shift our mind. We begin to shift our perception. As we begin to shift our mind and our perception, we begin to shift our resonance, our state of being, and our vibration. As we begin to shift our resonance, our state of being, and our vibration, then the energy that we're sending out to the quantum field begins to affect the quantum and align us with the reality in which we're resonating at. So then that way we begin to attract the experiences we want to have. We're loving, so we attract experiences where we receive love. We're in joy, so then we begin to attract experiences that are more joyful and high vibrational. We're in peace, so then we begin to align with the reality where life is just more peaceful. You see, it all starts with you. It starts with your intention and the emotion, the energy in motion that you're putting into it. We all have the power to affect our life and our world and our bodies and our energy. And as you consistently do this, you're showing the universe that this is you now. You're learning from your experience. You're learning from circumstances and conditions with other individuals. And as you show that you're learning from it and you're constantly choosing the high road per se, then you have no need to continue to learn those lessons. So the people that aren't right for you begin to kind of phase out of your life. But also, you have to be willing to try new things. You have to be willing to take an opportunity. You have to be willing to speak up or to take an action. You want to meet new people. You have to meet the universe halfway. Maybe look for something, go out to a social setting. And then when you just catch that connection with the person that you haven't even spoke to, say something. You see, the universe is always trying to nudge you. You can call it the universe. You can say it's God. You can say it's your guides. You can say it's angels. You can say that it's beings. Or you can just say that it's you. They're all you anyway. Yourself is always trying to guide you. We have to be open and receptive enough to feel the guidance. We feel the guidance, and then we have to be courageous enough to follow through with the guidance. It's not always easy. There's guidance that I've gotten in directions that I should take, especially when it comes to helping other individuals in the highest way that I can. And because there's some inkling of fear within me that I'm not good enough, I haven't taken that step yet. So I'm not saying it's easy. I have much growth to do. I have visions and ideas about things and ways that I can help other individuals, which will also help my spiritual growth. And then the ego sometimes gets in and says, oh, I'm not good enough yet, or I'm not evolved enough yet, or I haven't learned enough yet, or da 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 da, think it. So I know it's not easy. I'm going through my own growth process. But the more I grow, the more I change my state of mind, which affects my state of consciousness, which allows me to become more aware. The more I detach from unhealthy habits, the more energy that is mine I begin to pull back to me. And the more energy that is mine that I begin to pull back to me, the more energy I have to affect my life. And then the more I affect my life, the more courage that is built up within me to take those steps, to take those leaps, to do what I need to do. You see, we've all come here for a mighty purpose. We all come here for a beautiful experience. And sometimes from this level that we live here in the 3D, we can't always see the purpose. Sometimes it's hard to see the beauty. Sometimes it's hard to see why certain conditions had to play out the way they were. But from an expanded state of mind and an expanded point of view, you can begin to see why it's all divinely orchestrated, why it's all meant to be for your highest growth and the highest growth of all involved. But we have to be an active participant in our life. We can't sit and wait for something to happen. There's a time for that. There's a time and a place for sitting and stillness. And there's a time and a place to be an active participant in your experience. We're all here learning together. When you look around, sometimes it's helpful to see the people that you interact with and that you're sharing your experience with as you. They're literally you in a different form. It looks like others have everything together, but we're all going through our own growth. We're all going through our own things. We're all learning at our own pace. So don't judge anyone. See them as someone that is really you, but as an individual that's here to expand and grow and learn just like you are, just in their own way. And when you see that, you begin to have less fear. You become less afraid to fail because guess what? You get right back up. You try again. Who cares what someone else thinks about you? Who cares what the judgment someone else holds? Because really, their judgments reflect on something within them. Your judgments reflect on something within you. But ultimately, we're all here on this beautiful planet trying to do the best we can and learn in the highest way we can that we can consciously control. But most of the growth happens from things that are out of our control, the things we didn't foresee. You want to be strong? Yourself is going to create a circumstance in which you need to be strong. You want to cultivate more love in your life? Sometimes you create circumstances unknowingly in which you get to be more loving. You want to have compassion? You want to cultivate the ability to forgive? Then you may attract circumstances in your life in which you get to be more forgiving. You get to exercise more compassion. But it's all happening for us. We're affecting the reality every single day, every moment on a quantum level, which transfers over to the physical. It's all beautiful. But don't take my word for it. Experience it yourself. Try something new yourself. Put the mind aside, put the ego aside, and push your energy towards something you want to create, an experience you want to experience, a state of being you want to attain, the type of people you want to attract. Maybe not a specific person you want to attract, but the people that vibrate at a certain resonance that you want to attract. But if you want to attract the people at a certain resonance, you also have to match that resonance, you see, because you pull towards you where you're resonating. And most of the time, it's not conscious. We have a shadow. We have things within us that are unhealed. We have things and energy and stuck energies that may be stuck within our body or our field that we're not aware of, that it's pulling situations and circumstances to us. You may think, man, I haven't even thought of this. I haven't even been putting that energy out there. But what have you not healed from that is still stuck within you? Because that is still a part of you, and that will also attract circumstances to you. So you see, there's multiple blocks. There's multiple things that come together to create the reality you're living. The things you're consciously aware of and your subconscious. The being you think that you are mixed with your shadow self, your soul and the ego. The way you react to a situation shows the universe how you've grown or how you still need to heal. So the best thing that we can do is first expand our awareness. Begin to exercise loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves. As we love ourselves and we forgive ourselves, and we begin to experience the world and life as our own creation, then we begin to heal, and then we can begin to create new experiences. So I know I kind of went all over the place, The way I envisioned uh, getting on here today and talking about the quantum is different than maybe how it came out, but I trust and I feel and believe that it came out exactly how it's supposed to. So in this moment, let's just align with love. In this moment, let's give our sacred yes to peace. I give my sacred yes to peace. I give my sacred yes to receiving love. I give my sacred yes to receiving more abundance in my life in all forms, in all ways. At this time, I say yes for all that are here with us in this moment. I give the sacred yes for all beings tuning in, that right here, right now, we align with our highest truth. Right here, right now, we align with the highest beauty. We align with our divine path. We align with the purpose that we promise to ourselves to fulfill. We align with the presence of the Almighty Creator that is us. We call upon our guides. We call upon all aspects of self that are here to help us guide us into our greater yet to be, into our highest evolution. At this time, I speak the word for all of us that we are truth. We are truth. We walk in truth. We have our expression in truth. We are known in truth. We are beauty. We move beautifully. We exuberate love. We emanate peace. We emanate beauty. We emanate joy. We align to the knowing that everything is happening for my highest good, for our highest good. We align with the knowing that our life is the life of the Creator. We walk in our knowing that our lives are divine. In this moment, I speak the truth for all of us, that everything we touch, everything that we see, is all happening for a divine purpose. Everything is happening exactly how it should. And the mark that I leave on the world, the mark that I leave on individuals, the mark that I leave on this Mother Earth is for the highest good involved, with the highest, the most pure intent, as all of us experiencing this life together as each other in different forms. We pull the life that we want to us right now. We pull our greater yet to be to us right here. We bend space to us so that we may sling forward into our greater yet to be, so that we can align with the truth of who we really are, so that we can align with that sacred God spark within you that is you, so that we can bring heaven to earth, so that we can align and be in heaven right now. We don't have to wait and die. We don't have to wait and pass away and be unalived. We don't have to wait to transition to bring and to be in heaven. We can walk in heaven right here, right now. I speak the word for each and every one of us that we are in the state of ever expanding good. We are aligned with heaven now. Heaven is all around us. Can you feel it? Feel it right there. Feel it in your heart. Allow your soul to step forward. Allow the ego mind to step back and your soul to move forward. You hear that train? I don't know if y'all can hear the train, but that's because we are shooting forward. We are moving into that state of ever expanding good. We are shifting realities now. It all happens in divine time. In divine time. It's all happening now. That's the divine time. Right here, right now. When? Now. Where? Here. Woo-wee. Man, it is beautiful. All together. We say all together right here, right now. All shift now. Whoo. Now move forward with your day in love. Move forward in your day with peace. Move forward in your day in divine union with the source of all creation as your very life. The source of creation that is you gave you all of its qualities and named it you. You have everything that you need. Everything that you truly are is everything you could ever need. Align with it, beautiful people. Align with it, loved ones. Activate it. Align with it. And be this vibration for all those you come in contact with. And see how your life begins to change. Begin to see how you resonate in beauty, love, peace, joy, plenitude, abundance, wholeness, and harmony. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here with you all, creating this experience together. I'm so grateful and thankful for every single one of you that have joined us in this intention to set ourselves free from the limiting perceptions, beliefs, and programmings, the traumas that seek to bind us, anything that would seek to hinder, destruct, delay, or deny our evolution or our oneness with the Creator and the union and unity with all others and self. We break free. Claim your energy. Call all of your energy back to you. And set yourself free. We love you so much. You are so very loved, beloved. You are so very loved, loved one. The love you have for yourself is greater than anything you could ever name. If you can put a name or a limit or an expectation on it, then it's not true love. Love is ever expanding, and it's your true state. I love you, beloved. I am you, loving yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.